I've missed Mass. In fact, more than once. Some Sundays because I overslept. Some I just got lazy. Some I had stuff going on, like family, work, travel. And I just didn't make it a priority. And yeah, some Sundays I just didn't want to go. It's probably not the thing you're supposed to admit out loud as a Catholic. But I'm going to say it because I know I'm not the only one. And I know the feeling that comes with it. It's that wave of guilt, that little voice that says, you're not a good Catholic. You're not taking this seriously. That temptation to think, well, if I'm already messing this up, maybe I shouldn't go at all. But I've come to believe something really important, something that's taken me years to understand. Missing Mass doesn't mean I'm done with the church. It doesn't mean I've walked away from my faith. It doesn't mean I don't care. It doesn't mean I'm not trying. It just means I'm human. And being human is messy. There was this time, I remember it clearly, when I hadn't gone to Mass for a couple of weeks in a row. No big crisis, no dramatic reason. I was just tired, physically, mentally, spiritually. So life had been nonstop, and Sunday rolled around, and I just didn't have it in me. And after a while, it just wasn't about being tired. It became this weird weight. Like I knew I should go, but the more I skipped, the harder it felt to go back. Not because I stopped believing, but because I started believing the guilt. You're behind. You're out of sync. You don't belong there anymore. That's all lies told by the devil, by the way. But in the moment, it feels real. Eventually, I did go back. I sat in the back pew. I felt awkward the whole time. Felt like people could see that I hadn't been there in a while, even though no one said anything. But when I knelt down, I just whispered, God, I'm back. I don't know what to say, but I'm here. And I swear, I didn't feel judgment. I didn't feel shame. I felt relief. Like a kid walking back into his house after being gone too long, and no one's mad at him. They're just glad you came home. That's what the church is supposed to be. It's not a club. It's not a scoreboard. A home. I think we forget that sometimes. We make it about performance. Like how often we show up, how well we pay attention, how consistent we are. And yeah, those things matter. Mass matters. The Eucharist is a gift. It's central. It's not optional, and it's not just another item on a list. But showing up imperfectly still matters more than staying away out of guilt. Jesus never said, only come to me when you've been consistent for 6 weeks in a row. He just said, come. If you've missed Mass recently, often, or even for a long time, don't let that keep you away. Because that's how it starts. We miss one Sunday, then two. Then it becomes this whole thing, and shame builds walls fast. The devil's really good at that. But God builds doors. There's this part of the prodigal son story that hits different when you're the one who's drifted. The son comes back thinking he's going to get a lecture. And the father, he just runs to him. He wraps him up, throws a party. That's God. That's what he does every time we walk back in the door, even if we've been gone for a while, even if we feel awkward, even if we're not sure we're ready. He just wants us back. I've learned that missing Mass doesn't mean I'm rejecting God. It just means I'm in a season where I need help. And what better place to be in a season of need than the church? I think sometimes the holiest people in the pews aren't the ones who've never missed a Sunday. They're the ones who missed a bunch and still come back. They're the ones who said, I might be a mess right now, but I'm not giving up. I'm still reaching. I still believe enough to try. That kind of faith, imperfect but persistent, is so powerful. So if you're watching this and you've been out of rhythm, if it's been a while since you've been to Mass, let me just say this. You can come back. This Sunday, next Sunday, whenever you're ready. And it's okay if you walk in and feel awkward. It's okay if your kids are loud or your mind is distracted. It's okay if all you can pray is, God, help me show up. Like, that's enough. You're not disqualified. You're not too far gone. You're not behind. You're just invited. Every Mass is a reminder of that. So yeah, there are Sundays I've missed, and there may be more in the future. I'm not proud of it, but I'm also not going to let guilt define my faith anymore. Because I'm not done with God, and I'm not done with the church. I'm not done with grace. And God's definitely not done with me. And he's not done with you either. So come back. The door's open, and it's not locked by guilt.